And we are back with Raddest Plays Fallout 1, Episode 8. This is the fourth attempt to record this episode after numerous crashes and save corruptions. I had to remake this save file because it got corrupted, so a few things are different from when we left off. But in general, we defeated the regulators, and we're now at the Followers of the Apocalypse. Right here is Katya, who we're going to recruit. And Rithik Moss. Just an explorer. There's a traveler, I've heard that one before. Nobody comes to the boneyard except those hub merchants and people looking for a quick death at the hands of the gangs. What are you really here for? Okay, that was just some dialogue we had to click through to get her to be recruited, even though it doesn't make story sense, so I'm not going to read it out loud. What can you tell me about Addington? Addington is my original home. A little too boring for me, though. It's a fenced-off and self-sufficient town in the south end of the boneyard, but not as far as the cathedral. We trade sometimes with the hub. What can you tell me about the Followers? The Followers of the Apocalypse are a group of peace preachers who live in a large library near the heart of the boneyard. Why they haven't been wiped out yet, I can't say. They are lousy combatants and have no understanding of the real world, but other than that, they are polite and well-educated. I need to know my way around this city. The boneyard is a pretty hostile place. I've never had the opportunity to leave, though I suppose I'd take it. Let's see. Just south of here you have the cathedral. There's some sort of cult there, but I stay away from them. Something sinister is going on there. Also, I've heard about the trading center called the Hub, and caravans occasionally show up, but I've never been there. I don't plan to stay in this place too much longer myself. No kidding. If you're looking for another hand, I'll sign on. But other than spending the rest of my existence in this hellhole, right? You're a welcome addition, but the desert's not much more fun. Alright, looks like we got a little ass kicking to do. Done. Now let's give her a weapon. I'm going to give our 10mm submachine gun. Well, first of all, our throwing knives. And then our submachine gun. She's not going to use the submachine gun until we pick up ammo for it, so why don't we go to the gun runners and do that now. Exchange some of the stuff we don't need for as much 10mm ammo as we can get. Want to buy weapons from Zach. It's very annoying to give companions ammo because we can only do it one ammo block at a time. That should be enough for now. If she runs out, we'll give her the rest. So one more thing I want from the followers, and that is their information on the children of the cathedral, which we can get from their leader. So why don't we head back there now?
Greetings! Hey! We're very glad you could join us. We hope you have found our humble abode to your satisfaction. We don't worship so much as follow a set of principles. We want to bring peace back to this wasteland. The world tends toward destruction, so we try to make a difference.
Oh.
We try to remind people why the Great War happened in the first place, and help ensure it won't ever happen again.
Have you been successful at all?
We never give up hope. We never will, even though most live by the gun these days. And we are concerned with the children of the cathedral.
What about them?
They claim to want peace like us, but anyone who disagrees with them just disappears. Their dark god is not what he seems. Believe me.
How do you
Call it
know?
instinct. We've seen Morpheus and the Nightkin, and they don't look like peacemakers to us. Their hospitals and message of peace make them attractive, but we know there's evil there.
Well, I'm sure to tell you anything I
Good.
find out.
We could use any information. Now, is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Yes, there
Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
What else do you
You've
know about the
probably seen
children?
their hospitals around. They preach peace, but there is something very wrong with them. We need to find out what.
Can I ask you a few more questions about them?
Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
Can you help me destroy them?
No, but I know someone who will. Go to the cathedral and find a woman named Laura. Say the phrase Red Rider. We'll create a diversion if we can.
Thanks, I can use all the
Our
help I can
destiny
get.
lies before us. Let us hope we are worthy.
There's a... What we really want from the followers of the apocalypse are children of the cathedral robes, which are in here. And then we are going to head down to the boneyard. Sorry, the glow, I meant. So we can do some stuff down there. Fight some robots, level up maybe. Basically, I want to get my speech up to around 100. We're gonna head up to Shady Sands. Oh yeah. Don't want that. It's not waste ammo. Yeah, our power armor makes us immune to most small arms fire. So she can shoot us all she wants. Okay, rat's dealt with. Let's continue on to the glow. Okay. What we want to do is get the experience bonus for going down to level 5. And fight some robots if we must, but prefer not to. To do that, we need to turn on primary power, which might turn on the robots too. Granting access to the mainframe. Power terminus, power management, primary power, reinitialize primary power. See if we can turn off security. Alright, we've turned off the security robots. Which means we can safely head down to level 5. And leave the power on in here without having to fight a million robots, which is annoying. A few things we want to pick up here. We want ammo for the plasma rifle, we want stim packs, and we want holotapes. Just load that holotape. Don't need combat armor because we don't wear it, and we can't make our companion equip it. We already have a plasma rifle, so we don't need that. Don't need any of those pistols. Stealth Boy is nice. Radio is nice. Don't need a minigun because our big gun skill is really low. Let's load that holotape. And there's one more holotape we can collect here, which I believe is in here. Yep. Whoops, dropped it. Alright, let's read those holotapes. So, FEV experiment tape. Log date, March 21st, 2075. Wait, we already read this one. Alpha experiment tape is what I'm thinking. And is Sophia tape on them? No. The important ones are Alpha and Delta. Alpha experiment tape. In the hopes of countering the current bacteriological and viral agents employed by the Chinese government, we have manufactured a virus fragment consisting of ribonucleic acid encased in a protein lipid sheath. This virion contains a specially arranged sequence of radiated amino acids, RAA, that are capable of attaching to nonspecific binding sites in deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, and forcing a non-replicating mitosis to occur. The resulting host cell is left with a quadruple helix DNA structure. Early tests are promising. The virion easily penetrates the cell membrane and attaches directly to the host DNA in the nucleus. Mitosis of the structure begins almost immediately. Cytokinesis is prevented by controlling the disposition of the kinetic core fibers during anaphase. The entire mitotic cycle lasts approximately 2 hours, although phenotypical expression of the new structure may take days or weeks to become apparent. In addition to an effective immunity to bacterial and viral agents, the quad helix structure is almost entirely immune to errors introduced in base pairing during replication due to multiplicity of the base sequence. Radiation-exposed tissues show no mutation in the base sequence, and protein synthesis mechanisms in the ribosomes were unimpaired. Over 80% of the sample tissues contained quad helix DNA. Most affected was muscle and bone tissue, as well as secretory cells, as these cells seem most receptive to virion. Sensory cells are the least affected. Surprisingly, even normally non-replicating nerve cells and non-somatic cells were induced to begin mitosis. Further experiments will be necessary to determine the results in these cells. Honestly, from that experiment data, it just sounds like this is going to give you cancer. Not turn you into a super mutant. Come on. There we go. The military has deemed it necessary for us to research further in-depth the effects of wave technology upon living organisms. We have taken light and sound as the basis of our studies. By manipulating the amplitude of the light waves and magnifying their frequency, we have been able to get lasers which will cut through a few feet of steel. Unfortunately, the power to do such a task has not been fully developed. We have other scientists looking into this. Interesting. Well, let's head back into the wasteland. Alright, next thing we're going to do, now that we've finished the Glow arc, is we're going to head to Shady Sands and finish the Shady Sands storyline. We're going to leave the power on in here, so that future explorers can walk around safely. Let's swap the super sledge in. Oh, encounter. What is this? You search for water in the high desert landscape for 5 hours, but you do not find enough to fully satisfy your thirst. You've sustained 2 points of health damage. Oh, we have damage resistance to whatever damage effect they were using to simulate that, so we took no damage because of the power armor. Poison isn't really an issue at this point. Our health is high enough we can just ignore it. Continue onwards.
Thank goodness you came. I am in desperate need of assistance. My daughter Tandy is missing. I do not know what to do.
Have you tried to save
My people
her?
are not skilled in this. Already 3 patrols have gone out to look, but none returned. Will you help me?
Okay, who could have taken
Seth
her?
and I believe one of the Raider clans is responsible. Retribution for our resistance to them. Take this spear. It was found where my daughter was last seen. Please, talk to Seth.
So we need to go rescue Tandy in order to preserve the Fallout timeline's continuity. If we don't, then she will never become president of the NCR, which kind of screws up everything that happens on the West Coast after Fallout 2. Thank Dharma you're here, Wanderer. My girl, Tandy, Raddest's daughter, has been kidnapped. We believe the Raiders have her. Where are these Raiders? They're to the southeast. Please hurry, I don't know what led you to her. Okay, I'll get her back to you. So, we just also learned that Seth is dating Tandy, as he called her my girl. Let's head down to where the Raiders are. So this is the leader of the Raiders. I want you to set the girl free. What would you do if I represent a threat you don't even understand? Do you really want to risk our wrath? For some reason I believe you. You may take the girl but not return unless you seek her word. Okay, Tandy rescued because of our high speech abilities. Let us return to Shady Sands. We also didn't kill the Great Khans, which also preserves the timeline. And we leveled up, which is exactly what I wanted. We're going to increase our speech to 100. And let's increase energy weapons by 1.
I will be forever in your debt for your courage and bravery, Wanderer. Here is your reward. Until we meet again, my friend. May the water you find in the desert not shine at you in the dark.
So, cryptic blessing, but we'll take it. So we've completed the Shady Sands storyline. Now we're going to head down to the hub. So we can sell some of our stuff so we're not carrying so much. I think we're going to stick with just the plasma rifle, super sledge combo, sell everything else off that we can sell off. It's kind of limited by what traders have caps. The general store will definitely be selling. So many caps they have. First of all, we'll take all their stim packs. Every single one. Any books they have. And then all their caps. Damn, that's all the books he has? Alright, so the first thing we're going to sell is scrap, then the sniper rifle, the shotgun, that is a difference of, I say 50? Yes. We'll read the science book. Head over to the gun store. Oh yeah, we need to read this, so. Next, we're going to head to guns, sell our stuff there, and then head over to the black market and sell anything remaining. The issue is she has so few caps. Everything we have is worth more than anything she has. I guess we could sell at a loss, but what would be the point? Well, we'll come back and just give stuff away eventually if it doesn't work out. 145. head over to the Black Marketeers. Why don't we keep the shotgun as backup in case we really, really need it. Everything else will sell. We don't need... How many caps do we have? About 2,000. Okay, we immediately outbid him. He doesn't really have anything useful to us. Why don't we buy... Just buy shotgun ammo. Should be lighter anyways. And... heavy, that's still useless. C4. Plasma grenades. Right. We'll just throw in 41 caps or something to even it out. 21 caps. We still have a lot of carry weight because ammo and caps have weight. We have a ton of ammo and a ton of caps. That's as light as we're gonna get, essentially. Let's head out. Next up is the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, let's try to offload as much 10mm as we can. Take a while, and it'll be kind of annoying, but... Claims we can't get to her. We're going to do that 10 more times. Hopefully it encourages you to use burst more often. Yeah, the UI in Fallout 1 is kind of clunky and annoying. We have to do stuff like this. Oh, do we use a stim pack on her? Not necessary, but good to know we can do that. Alright, that should be all our ammo for 10mm. So let's head down. Look at them cheeks. Let's head down to the Brotherhood. Counter. Equip a super sledge. Just in time. something I want from the Brotherhood. Specifically, I want a holotape from them that will help us later on. Scribes are on level 3? Yes, they are. Metallic Monks. Real banger.
What can I help you with?
I heard something about holodiscs. How can I
Use
read
your
them?
Pip-Boy 2000 to read the discs. Insert the disc into the reader. If you have the proper computer skills, you should be able to scan the data.
Can I ask you another
Go
question?
ahead.
What's causing all the
Between the
mutations?
nuclear and biogenic weapons used in the war, it's surprising we don't have more mutations. However, if we can hold out, everything will be okay.
Why do you say
All
that?
the mutants I've studied have been sterile. They can't breed with another creature. If we could clean up the mutation sources, we should be able to simply outlive the mutants.
It's an interesting theory. Any proof?
Here, take this holodisc. It's got copies of my autopsies on mutant corpses. It clearly shows that no mutant could possibly reproduce successfully.
Thanks. That is all we needed to hear. Let's see if we can load that holodisc. Breathe. Experiment. Initial observations. This is truly amazing. Some of the knights on a patrolling expedition came across an unusual creature. This creature appears to be humanoid and quite possibly was once of a human state. However, there are many differences in the structure of this creature than that of normal humans. In the initial investigation of this creature, it is discovered to have a cellular structure akin to that of humans. Before any possible decomposition can take place, I am taking down the statistics of this subject. Statistics of Subject A. Height 3.2 meters, mass 363.21 kilograms, gender indeterminate. Skin color, predominantly gray with tints of green under the current lighting system. Uncertain if this is due to decay or exposure in the wastelands. Note, the skin is extremely tough with respect to scalpels. Mass breakdown. Muscle mass 77%, bone mass 10, fat mass 3, tissue mass 9. Cellular structure. Cells undergo cellular division at an increased rate. Mitosis occurs at a rate 15% quicker than that of normal humans. Cellular structure appears to be highly similar to humans. Genetic structure shows a strong correlation between the subject and Homo sapiens. Possible a mutation from the nuclear and biochemical agents remnant from the war. DNA strands appear to be very complete. All recessive genes for ailments appear to have been eradicated from the system. The RNA strands also appear to have been manipulated to allow for greater transmission of signals. Initial hypothesis. Based on the increased size of the neurotransmitters and synaptic receivers, I would hypothesize the subject had acute reflexes and heightened senses. Based on the reports the Knights give of the area in which the subject was discovered, there in high radiation, extremely high concentrations of chemical agents, it is a wonder the subject survived as long as it did. Performing tests to determine possible cause of death. Result from tests conducted upon Subject A. Visual inspection. Black powder burns near the area suggests possible bullet. 1.2 centimeter lacerations along the calf of the right leg appear to have been made by teeth. Will conduct tests for possible rabies. Skin dried out and flaking, possible exposure. Test result. Radiation count 12 rads. Rabies test clean. Hydrochloric gas clean. Chlorine level 0.07%. Sulfuric content 0.02%. Phase shifting virus clean. Gamma cyclotronic virus clean. Forced evolutionary virus 2 severe overdose. Hypothesis. Based on my observations, I would hypothesize that the test subject has been killed in a severe fight of at least 2 people and 3 animals the size of dogs. What is truly astonishing is the extent of viral infection in this subject. I had read once that some pre-war scientists were conducting experiments with such a virus, but all their research notes were destroyed. Research into the virus has led to many interesting discoveries. The test subject has gained many of its mutations from the overdose of the virus. This would account for the enhanced muscle and bone structure. Additionally, the recessive genes which are commonly found in humans have been manipulated in such a way as to bring about the best possible combination. While the process by which this happens is uncertain, it does have some severe side effects. Chief among them is sterility. The test subject would have been unable to reproduce with any creature, whether clean or mutated. Other side effects include an alteration of pigment of the epidermis. The life expectancy is increased by 10%. Intellect is decreased by this strain by 30%. Conclusions. Based on this information, I would extrapolate that we could simply outlive these mutants. However, based on the fact that these mutants have a super high concentration of the virus, it stands to reason that there could be some place which is creating them. As to where they could be, I cannot hazard a guess. that tape will come in useful to us later. Okay. We are going to head to the cathedral. Actually, we might actually do what the Brotherhood told us to do. And explore to the north for the source of the mutants. Oh, encounter with some rad scorpions. Alright. Super mutants. So that means we're close. Which is good. Does that not kill him? Nope. How many hit points does he have? 26 out of 60. Let's take a wild shot in the dark, literally. Oh, we were one-shotted. Critically hit for 176 points. Honestly, a little unavoidable. Even if we were like level 20 or something ridiculous. Well, next time we'll concentrate on that guy, if we run into that event again. Oh, that was Super Mutant Patrol. Move here, that will leave us with 6. Let's take cover behind the Super Mutant. long as they don't knock us to the ground, we should be fine. Alright, I think that kind of decides the combat. Unless we get really unlucky, we should win this. Just pushing them back. Oh, I love the vaporization animation. Very gruesome. Alright. They don't really have anything we need. How much experience do we get for that cavern? 1275? It's pretty good. Alright, Miss Frizz, I'm about to head out. There it is. Stumbled across some wrecked cars. Hi, I'm Bob. Hi, welcome to my previously owned car lot. Which one of these beauties interests you today? You must be joking, these cars are all wrecks. But sir, these are fine examples of motor vehicles. They can't be in working condition. These cars have been given a full 100-point service by our dedicated service department. And where is your service department? Right over there, sir. The dealer points to nothing. What? There's nothing over there. What do you mean? They're working on a newly purchased 56 Corvette again. Excellent buy, I might add. Okay, whatever you say. We have an excellent warranty. You can bring it back to us for any oil changes as well. The first one is free. What do you say? Throw in a full tank of gas and you have a deal. I'm sorry, we don't have any petrol. Maybe next time. Just some crazy guy trying to sell wrecked cars. How this guy survived out here right next to this, all these super mutant patrols? I have no idea. Mutant guards can be seen to the northeast in front of a fortified location built into the side of the mountain. That's going to be a tough fight. We can return to the Brotherhood and ask for reinforcements, which we will do. But yeah, we've now discovered every location in Fallout 1. It only took us about 10 hours gameplay, maybe less.
Hello again, Initiate. Things going well?
I have some information on the area north
What do you
of here.
got?
I saw their base. It's crawling with mutants.
Finally. Well, this'll get the elders off their butts. We'll fortify the fortress and surprise those damn mutants.
Can't play defense on this
So,
one, Maxon.
What is your alternative?
Well, it's obvious something needs to be done. It would be best if we attack the mutants before they attack us. We're going to need the elders on our side for this one.
Not a bad plan. Tell you what, let me go try and beat it into the elders. No guarantees, but I'll try.
The elders have called a meeting. They wish you to meet them in the conference room right away. Where is the conference room? It's on this floor, the northeast corner, right behind the assembly hall. So, over here. The meeting will come to order. All elders are present and have agreed to hear out the claims of Brother Rithik Moss. We shall determine what actions will be taken. Brother Rithik Moss, tell us what you have seen to the north. During my explorations, I found a military installation being used by mutants. It is heavily guarded and patrolled regularly. What do these mutants look like? They were large humanoids. Their muscle mass is well beyond what a regular human could ever gain. There appears to be several of them guarding the gate in organized troops. As you may know, our head scribe Vree has done an autopsy on a creature very similar to what you've just described. Do you believe these are the same? Yes, the description of the creature is nearly identical. What threat you assume these mutants pose? Just as the Brotherhood has been gearing up for battle, this mutant army has been preparing for something big. Frankly, your report has not shown us any proof that they are a threat to us. What proof can you give that they have hostile intentions? They are gathering an army, a heavily armed army. They certainly aren't going to just parade around, they intend to use it. So by these actions they are taking, it is feasible that they will eventually come here. It is possible that they are already on their way here. The Brotherhood is the only real opposition they could have. What do you suggest? A preemptive strike of their military base? Yes, I don't want them to know we are coming, though. A small team would stand a better chance of getting into the perimeter without being detected. So be it. You shall have 3 paladins of my choosing to meet you at the military base to help you get inside. Elders, thank you for your time. Best of luck to you, Initiate. Alright, we're going to head to the military base. What's our level right now? Level 10 is around the right level for that. Alright, let's meet the paladins at the military base. And then we'll call it an episode. I don't want to press my luck. It's been going well so far. Military base. Where are these paladins? Here they are. Okay. Paladins have arrived. We'll call it there, fellas. Alright. I will see you guys next time.